Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. Drizzly, rainy Sunday. My husband and I actually had a joke yesterday, or not a joke, but it seems to be a joke every year, is it going to be a white Christmas or not? And according to meteorologists, it's a 50-50% chance, but I can't remember us having much of a white Christmas around here lately, so I'm going to go with no. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to have a white Christmas or not? But what I'm making today are holiday treats because holiday party season is here and it is time to get together and hug your loved ones and appreciate them and love them and feed them food because that's what we do around the holidays, or at least that's what my family does around here. So as you can see, I am wearing and supporting my Waukesha Strong shirt. I got it at Burlap and Lace Marketplace in downtown Waukesha. I know there's other places that you can get it. There's other designs that are out there. Search it on social media. You'll definitely find one that you like. We've got our sign out front as well. I love all the community support that we're seeing. We have our ornament prominently just displayed on our tree, and we're keeping everybody in our thoughts, and hoping everybody is dealing the best that they can with the situation that is there. So, like I said, keeping everybody in our thoughts, and thank you, Waukesha, for being as amazing as you are with all of the support that you're giving, and nationwide as well. Friday, the jerseys for Jackson was spectacular. I couldn't open my social media without seeing somebody wearing a shirt. It just kept showing up and showing up and showing up, and seeing that Christian Yelich and others were behind it was really, really fantastic to see. So it's unfortunate that we have to do this, but it's great to see it. It really gave me chills. So, all right, back to the task at hand. Holiday party season. I'm making some holiday treats, and these are very, in my opinion, Wisconsin holiday treats. The first one is actually called, it's recently been named this. I didn't know this until about a year ago, but it's called Wisconsin sushi. So you may already know what I'm talking about, maybe not. But this is something that my friends and I always have at every holiday party. I wasn't aware of it until I started having parties with my friends. It wasn't something that we'd have at family parties, but it is ham, cream cheese, and pickle. You could get fancy cream cheese if you want to and get it flavored and stuff like that, but it's as simple as ham, cream cheese, and pickle. So you can get fresh, or you can just use, a package of deli ham meat. You're definitely going to want to dry off the piece of meat. It's wet from being in the package, so it doesn't dry out. So you want to dry it off so that the cream cheese is easy to spread on there. Definitely let your cream cheese sit out. So I actually am just using from a package of cream cheese. You could buy one of those spreadable containers as you want, but I let it sit out for a little bit so it gets nice and soft, and then I'm just going to spread it on my ham. It's good to start with more, and you can always take some back, but if you try and spread too thin, you're most likely going to tear your piece of ham. That's what's happened to me in the past. Oh no, you have to eat it then. But then you have less to share at the party, because I don't like giving a ripped one to people or bringing that one to the party. So I don't even know exactly how to estimate this. Oops, my ham just flopped on itself. Move that out of the way. Maybe a little more than a tablespoon is my guess on this one, but I just kind of am, lightly, not a lot of pressure. Again, you'll tear your ham, but light pressure, get enough cream cheese on there that you like. It's got to have enough flavor around it. So I already have one rolled up right here, but anybody else have this amazing Tupperware pickle container? It is the coolest ever. So this is what we keep our pickles in, and you just pull up the little tray from the inside and the pickles come out, but otherwise they are sitting in all of the juice that's inside. So we like pickles in this house. We eat a lot of pickles. And then I also dry off my pickle. This isn't a necessary step, but you can do it. So I just dry off my pickle. You set it, make sure you guys can see this. So you're setting it on the ham, and then the cream cheese is helping the ham roll right around the pickle. So you got your little ham pickle log here. And then typically, I let them sit in the fridge for a little bit in this form, just so that the cream cheese gets harder again, and it kind of comes as like one cohesive piece. But then I just take a sharp knife, and I slice down, and now you're going to be able to see, if you didn't think about it already, why it's called Wisconsin sushi. So you've got your pickle, your cream cheese, and your ham in the rolls. So that's why it looks like Wisconsin sushi. And I ate it right away. It's so yummy. Obviously, one package of cream cheese makes quite a few of these, and 1, 2, maybe each pickle. And we're using like the baby dills. We're Milwaukee pickle people, and we're using the baby dills. So ours are probably going to get 5 pieces each. Some of yours are going to be end pieces like this. That's okay. It still tastes just as good. But you know, the pickle, and there's a little bit more ham on there. Oh no, more flavor. So I'm just going to chop up these 2 and make them. But what typically I would use an entire package of cream cheese. You're going to use almost like an entire container of ham and have a full jar of pickles on hand to do this. And then we just lay them all as like little discs on a plate. You could layer parchment paper between the layers if you wanted to, stack them up cute like a Christmas tree if you wanted to, things like that, depending on what holiday you're making these for. But these make an appearance at quite a few parties. So that's that. So there's savory snacks like this, and then there's sweet snacks. Now, I have never made this sweet snack that I'm about to make, but I am a huge fan of the ingredients in it, especially when I was pregnant with my son Cameron. Bring this closer into view here. Little Debbie trees. Little Debbie snacks as a whole, pretty much the zebra cakes. I lived on those while I was pregnant. I could not get enough of those sweet treats. And it's still kind of like my little guilty pleasure snack. So when I came across a sweet dip to take to holiday parties that is based off of these trees, I had to try it. So we're going to try it together. I'm going a little lighter than what the ingredients said because, these are rather sweet. If you've never had one of these before, go buy them, please. But also, it's 2 layers of yellow cake with like a creamy frosting, almost like a whipped cream frosting in between, and then it's like a glazy layer on the outside. So you can kind of see it on this box. Again, if you haven't had these before, you need to get them. However, Pick and Saves don't have them right now, or at least the Pick and Save by me didn't. So I had to go to Target. And I loaded up because I want to make sure that I have enough. So the original recipe, and I'm making about half of the recipe on this one, but my original recipe called for using 2 whole containers of these. I think that's a lot. And I don't want that much of the flavor in there because, again, it's going to be really sweet. But you're dulling down the sweetness with cream cheese. So what I have in here right now is half of a package, so 4 ounces of cream cheese. I broke up 2 of the Christmas trees, and a little bit of milk and some vanilla. And so bear with me real quick. It's going to be a little loud, but I just have to blend this real quick with my blender. My mixer. Making a half because I only have about half of my family here today, so I don't want to have a ton of this left over. But I made sure that the chunks are still there of the Little Debbie bars, so you guys can see that. Now I'm going to fold in some Cool Whip. So you're supposed to fold in an entire tub, but again, I'm making half of the batch, so I'm going to fold in about half of this tub of Cool Whip. And, fold in lightly because the more aggressive you are with it, the less it's going to be like whipped cream and the more it's just going to turn into like heavy cream. So, and they also said to garnish the dip with sprinkles and things like that to enjoy it after. But for the sake of time and not exactly knowing where my Christmas sprinkles are at the moment, here's my dip in the bowl. And then if you're making obviously a lot of this, they said to garnish it with one of these on the top, which would just be adorable. But I have some butter cookies. They said shortbreads, pretzels, butter cookies, Nilla wafers are all great dipping mechanisms. So just get myself an adorable butter cookie. And I want to make sure that I'm getting all of it here. Cheers. Hold please while I chew. You definitely get the cream cheese, which helps a lot in dulling out all of the sweetness. So you've got the whipped topping, and then you've got the Little Debbie bars, but you can definitely taste it. I think pretzels would be really good with this because it's adding that extra layer of salt to it, but this is pretty tasty. I think that this would be fantastic. So these were just 2 super easy things to be able to take to parties. Cream cheese this time of year, well, pretty much all year round, I always have cream cheese in my house. So being able to make anything with cream cheese is super easy. Cream cheese, Little Debbie snacks, little bit of vanilla, little bit of milk. Mix, mix, mix. Whipped cream, done. Wisconsin sushi, ham, cream cheese, pickles. Super, super easy. And it feeds a lot. These would both feed a lot. And pretty much, like I said, anybody would be able to make these. So these are my 2 ideas for some yummy holiday party treats. I know we've got some parties coming up, so these might make an appearance by me at some of the upcoming events. But my husband and I were talking yesterday, and we came up with some even more ideas that I definitely have to fit into December. And weird, I'm already running out of weekends in December, if you can believe it or not. We're only in the first weekend of December, but it's crazy enough that there's only 2 other weekends, and then it's Christmas weekend, or Christmas is already passed. We've got, today is the 5th, and then it's the 12th, and then it's the 19th, and then bang, the next Sunday is the 26th. So lots needs to happen, especially in our household. We've got to wrap presents. We've got to make sure that we've got things for everybody that we needed to purchase gifts for. We need to see the people that we want to see. So the next few weeks are going to be wonderful chaos, as I will call it, because it's wonderful to see everybody, but it is kind of chaotic in our schedule. So I'm going to take some time right now and eat some sushi and eat some dip and just relax for a little bit before we start our gift wrapping adventure for the day. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And I'll see you guys soon.